This is Lawrence D. Adams, and today I'm talking about don't deal with stubborn mules. Don't deal with stubborn mules. A lot of times, what's stopping a lot of us guys from moving forward is we're dealing with women who are difficult, stubborn, their mind is all made up, and they have all the answers. Why deal with a stubborn mule when you can deal with a woman that's more cooperative, submissive, and willing to listen and learn from you? See, what happens is it drains your mental energy. That's right, it drains your mental energy. But sometimes we are so enamored by her beauty, her booty, and her boobies that we don't see that we're dealing with a woman who is, in fact, a stubborn mule. See, once a mule is set in his ways, it's not going to budge. And so what happens to a man who deals with a woman who becomes a stubborn mule is it drains, I'm repeating myself, it drains on the mental faculties and spiritual faculties of a man. It takes him off his purpose, his vision, and where he needs to go. So what is the solution? Only deal with women. This is going to be hard because now you can't be driven by your lower nature, but you got to be driven by your higher nature. Only deal with women who are interested in you, who wants to go the direction you're going, who's submissive and compliant to where you are going. That's right. Only deal with those type of women. Because what it does for you, it helps the journey to where you're going. If you ever look at an old show or seen a mule in a movie, you notice that mules many times are designed to carry things. But once the mule is determined that it's not going, it slows your journey down. In this day and age, you don't need anything slowing your journey down. You need everything to push you into your direction that you need to go. Let's hear a little story right quick. I was once dealing with this woman who happened to be all the things that I like outwardly. Shaped just how I liked her, the right height, everything was in place. She began to open her mouth, and I automatically missed the red flag. I went past the stop sign and kept going. So we talked, met up, talked some more. And I still went past the red flag because I was, of course, enamored by the BB, her curves, and how beautiful she was. So we end up chopping it up some more on the phone, text, and everything like that. But what I found out was she had her own agenda on what she wanted. And I was like, man, this girl is nice though. But what I really didn't realize was that she was pulling me further from where I needed to be at. And it took one conversation and she said something out of her mouth And she was determined to go her own way. Now, mind you, we already been intimate. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But what I had to do, peep this out, listen closely. I had to let her go, because she was not just a drain on me physically. She was a drain on me mentally, on where I needed to be. Mind you, she had everything I liked, the curves, everything. Conversation, But I went past all my red flags. Peep game. You got to know when your red flags are at. And she began to get so stubborn on what she was not going to do. I didn't argue. I didn't fuss, nor did I fight. But what I did do was politely ease my way right out of that situation, because it wasn't serving my higher good. Now, it served my lower good, but it wasn't the best it could have been, because I needed all three connections to take place: the mental, physical, and the spiritual. And since they didn't hit all cylinders, it became a drain on me. So, in conclusion, men, don't deal with women who are stubborn mules. Matter of fact, not just women, but anyone who happens to be a stubborn mule who stands in the way of your progress, of going to the next direction that you are going in. It only slows the journey down. This is Lawrence D. Adams. You'll realize that women who are cooperative with you, submissive with you, makes the journey much more pleasant, enjoyable, fun, and adventurous. Please don't get me wrong. You do have to realize that you're not going to agree on everything, but you got to be okay with that. But it's one thing not to agree on something, but it's another thing when she is completely stubborn. And she doesn't want to budge one single bit. So, in conclusion, don't deal with a woman who is, or happens to be, a stubborn mule. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let others know what you think about what's being said in this podcast. And I'm